I think it's time to bring on our guest who will know a bit more about Fraser Forster than we do. And let's bring him on. His name is Saint Rob.
That's his Twitter handle. Let's get
bring
him on.
Hi, Rob. How's it going, my friend?
Hi, guys. Sorry. In the office, so if a train goes past, I apologise.
No problem at all. Obviously, there's been some more business between our clubs now. Fraser Forster adds to the long list of players that have joined Tottenham from Southampton. Fraser Forster now, I mean, he broke back into the first team for you guys last season. Tell me a bit about Fraser Forster. Why was he dropped first and foremost? How did he get back in the side, and where do his strengths lie?
So it's really an interesting story with Fraser because he's been sent out on loan to Celtic twice since we had him. Obviously, he was our first team keeper during the really good Europa League seasons of 14-15 and 15-16. He ended up picking up a really bad knee injury in 15-16 that left him out for a year. And kind of ever since then he got sent out on loan to Celtic. But he has been, for the last 8 years, consistently our number one. When he came back into the side from that Celtic loan, he was up against Alex McCarthy for competition. And it's the dynamic between those two was really interesting last season because Ralph wanted to keep them both as number ones. It doesn't make any sense to me either, but basically he was always up against McCarthy for this number one jersey. And I don't know if you guys saw a game back in December, it would have been early December against Leicester. We conceded a 98th minute equaliser. That was due to Alex McCarthy not commanding his box. He was actually injured, but he didn't tell our team on the sidelines, for example. And ever since then, Fraser Forster's been our number one. It's really unfortunate to see him go. Rumours are that McCarthy signed a new contract back in November, and it hasn't been announced, with both of their contracts supposed to expire this summer. And because Fraser's on a lot higher wage, it looks like we've decided to let him go. But it's not what the fans want at all. I'll tell you that. Not what they want at all.
Wow. Okay, so you're actually disappointed that Fraser Forster is leaving Southampton, and do you definitely think he's good enough to be your number one still?
Oh, he's good enough to be our number one. I mean, Alex McCarthy is completely dreadful. He has a 40% save percentage this season. I think Fraser's about 65, which still isn't insane, but for our defence, I think that's pretty good. Personally, obviously, we want to sign a new keeper this summer to be our number one. I'd have loved to keep Fraser as a number two and have them to rotate sometimes. But I don't think any Saints fan can really explain it. It's really a baffling decision.
Wow, that's actually not good to hear for you, but good to hear for me in terms of him coming to Spurs.
Yeah,
but I'm hearing
he's a good character.
Yeah.
He's a good character, but I think it ended on bad terms with the club because I don't know if you guys have seen his Instagram, but he's deleted every single Saints post on there. He's unfollowed the club already. So it's just something must have happened behind the scenes. And I don't think it's a lose-lose situation for him. It's a lose-lose situation for the club and McCarthy because McCarthy knows that for some reason the club aren't announcing his new contract. The fans want Fraser to stay because he's so much better than McCarthy. And then obviously it's a win for you guys, I guess, at the end of the day, isn't it?
So you would say Forster's troubles of sustaining that number one spot and the reasons why he got sent on loan were all due to injury? That was the main issue he had. It wasn't due to maybe him being poor when he was picked or anything like that.
No. So sorry, can you repeat the question? That train just went past.
Oh, it's all right. I was saying so you would say that the reasons why Forster was sent out on loan and why he had a bit of trouble sustaining a a number one spot in the team was more down to his injuries rather than actually his performances.
It was also confidence. So it's been a massive rumour a couple of years ago in the Saints community about Fraser Forster's mental health. Now, I don't want to say anything because we don't know if it's true. It's never been confirmed. But after his injury, he went through a really bad confidence spell. It was actually when you beat us on Boxing Day, 6-1 or something. Mm-hmm. And ever since then, his confidence just fell off a cliff. So he got sent out on loan to Celtic to kind of regain that confidence. I think he won a couple of trophies there that season. And then obviously he was like a new man when he came back to the club. So he wasn't sent out on loan because of, it was performance-based, but I think it was more of just a confidence booster. And to be fair, he came back and it worked. He was great.
Interesting. I mean, where would you say his strengths and weaknesses lie as a goalkeeper?
Great shot stopper. Really good shot stopper. He's good at claiming crosses, commanding his area. He's decent at. His main weakness is going to be distribution. He is not very good at kicking a football. I'll tell you that much. But he's good at claiming crosses and everything. But his long balls forward or his passing. All you have to do is go on YouTube, watch the highlights from when we lost to Watford at home. You'll just see what I mean. But continuously kicking the ball out of play, yeah. That's his main weakness. But to be fair, all you need in it, well, he's going to be a cup keeper for you, I assume. So all he's going to need is decent shot stopping capability, and he's got that, no problem. He's got a decent save percentage for penalties as well. I think 25%, which is not too bad. Not too bad.
And obviously he's a giant of a keeper, is he? He's like 6'7", is he? 6'6"?
Yeah.
He's like really, really
Huge.
tall. But some people say that being one of his biggest strengths is also, in a weird way, one of his biggest weaknesses, due to the fact because he's so big, sometimes he can struggle to get down low quickly when shots are kind of maybe by his side, very down low, low shots like in the corners and stuff. Is that something you've seen, or is that not true?
Yeah, I mean, so because he is so tall. I remember in the past he used to struggle to get down. But I mean, for example, if you look at, I'm sure everyone's seen the saves he made against Arsenal at home a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah,
just fantastic, right? There's one for Smith Rowe, which is right down to his bottom left, and he gets there no problem. Because he is so tall, it does take him a little bit longer to get down. But to be honest, I wouldn't say it's a severe weakness than any other keeper. He's good with his saving with his feet as well, so he can kind of throw those big limbs about a bit more. But no, I mean, overall, yeah, I wouldn't say it's a main weakness. The main strength to that being he's really good at claiming crosses.
Okay,
yeah,
that's good. Word which Hugo, maybe as some people say, that's one of his big weaknesses.
He has got better in it recently, though.
Definitely, that's true. So you would, so as if you were a Tottenham fan, you know, I think the main issue, I guess, or worry for Tottenham fans is if Lloris gets a big injury or something, or if Forster has to come in the cup games, should we be concerned, or should we be worried that he's going to drop a clanger, or he's going to do something which maybe which would get us concede a goal or something like that? Would you say to Tottenham fans not to worry? He's a very solid keeper, and he should do a good job when called upon.
A solid keeper, but you have to remember where you bought him from. You bought him from Saints, so he's a Saints keeper, like quality wise. He does make mistakes. Watford at home, big one. You've also got I think it was Everton. I can't remember which game it was. Basically, I think it was against you guys. He went up for the ball, dropped it, hit the back of his heel, went in the net.
Yeah, and then he got given a foul. He got given a foul.
Yeah.
I remember that. We're still angry about that, even now.
Yeah, no, that literally, I was like, right. I'm a season ticket holder. I was right in front of me, and I was like, but no, it is. Yeah, so he does make the odd mistake, but I think with a 66% save percentage against in a really poor defense like ours, you can't get much better than that, to be honest. I think if he's coming in for a cup game or just a few games, I wouldn't worry. He's going to make the important saves, in my opinion. He's going to be commanding. He's going to be nowhere near Lloris, of course, but he'll do a shift for you. Yeah, no problem.
Don't worry, Rob. He'll feel right at home when we start singing "Oh, when the Spurs go marching in."
Yeah, I'm sure that old pirated song. Yeah.
No, but Rob, I'd just like to say thank you so much for coming on and giving us your insight into Fraser Forster. Our opinions here is that, we're happy with the signing, him as backup keeper. It helps us very much with the homegrown quota, and I believe that Southampton are looking at getting in Gavin Bazunu from Manchester City, I believe.
Yeah, so Bazunu. So I know quite a few journalists and whatnot. Bazunu is something which we're trying to get done, which is weird because he's a skate. He's a Pompey fan. Sorry, not a fan, an ex-Pompey player. The only problem with that is money. So we're really broke. That's the key thing about. I think that's one of the reasons why they decided to let Forster go. It's because he was on such a big wage. So back in 2015, we offered Forster 80k a week for 7 years. A ridiculous contract, right? And because of that, it's just taken up so much of our wage bill. We're a really small club money-wise. But I think Bazunu would be a good addition to our squad. Very young, got really high sell-on potential, really, really nice stats back in League One. But yeah, whether that's a loan or a purchase, we don't know. But you guys have to get me back on this when you sign Prowsey later on in the summer. So,
Do you think
how
there's
much?
a chance of that? Yeah.
How much can we expect for a Prowse transfer?
What I've been told is 65 million. That's the key. That's so basically he signed a contract last summer, and there's no official release clause in there, but from what I've heard, he has like a gentleman's agreement basically with our CEO, saying that 65 million, that's what it would cost. And to be honest,
gentleman's agreement hold no weight. I know that very firsthand from the Harry Kane gentleman's agreement.
Yeah, no, they hold no weight at all. But I mean, as we saw last night, he got no minutes in the England squad last night. I reckon if he played for a big six club, he'd be starting at the World Cup. He's that good. It angers me when I see fans say that Prowsey is just a free kick taker, which he is a great free kick taker. But trust me, if you put him in that midfield with Højbjerg and Bentancur, he'd do bits for you. He's excellent player. But 65 million, boys, nothing less.
Right. You think he's worth it?
To us, 100%. He's basically he's a Southampton player since he was 6 years old. Southampton fan, ex-season ticket holder. He's from the area. He's been with us since we were in League One. He's worth that to us by a country mile. To the importance to the fans, in terms of actually if he's worth it to you, probably not. I'd say he's about a 35 mil player. But to us, with 4 years left on his contract, 65 mil spare, in my opinion.
Would you take Winks in a make weight?
No.
For
No, Winks can genuinely go off to Spain. Like, we don't want anything to do with Winks. Sorry, I know he's like all right, but not for the money you want anyway. Definitely not. No way, man. No, definitely not. No.
Fair enough. As I said, thank you so much for coming on. Really good insight, and hopefully we can meet up again or speak again when we play each other, or hopefully if we sign James Ward-Prowse as well. Yeah, if you're ever down in Southampton, give me a shout, boys. I'll see you later.
Nice one. If anyone wants to find Rob as well, there's his Twitter handle. It's been on screen all video. It's at st_rob_. So go check him out on Twitter. And cheers for calling in, mate. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye. Nice one.
See you later. Yeah, so really interesting there. I wasn't expecting him to be so positive about...
I would have thought Southampton fans might have been not that bothered about seeing the back of him.
When your other option is Alex McCarthy.
I guess. You're like, okay, maybe we should have kept him. But I would have thought... I didn't think... Obviously, he was number one and he played quite well, especially, as I said, like against Arsenal, he had some really big performances. But I would have thought there would have been a bit... For a 34-year-old keeper, I thought they would have been a bit apathetic about him leaving, but it seems like they really wanted him to stay, which is interesting. But it does also make me think, they said him being on a big wage was a big reason why they let him go. So I wonder how much he's on.
Yeah.
Maybe, but then again, a big wage for Southampton, maybe not as. Maybe not that
they
big
said
for Tottenham.
They said the wage that he was on was 70k or 80k, around that mark.
Was he getting a pay rise? He's on a free. We're paying Fraser Forster 100 grand a week. You reckon?
Nah, I can't see that.
Surely not.
I can't see that.
Surely not. You never know in this day. People in catches getting 100 grand a week.
Yeah, it's true. But we're not Arsenal because Heung-min Son's on 140.
Yeah, true.
So.